Today I'm going to be talking about 21st century learning and how it is used in the classroom. So first I'm going to go over what is 21st century learning. This is updating our traditional learning and teaching that we think about in the classroom to help students be successful outside of our classroom. So of course our goal is always to make sure that our students are successful once they leave our classroom, but this is specifically talking about success outside of the academics as we think of it now, so outside of that reading, language arts, math, outside of those science subjects, making sure that they know how to interact in the world that we live in today, how to use their resources, and how to interact with other people to be successful in their lives. So this includes real-world skills and applications that they will need to live everyday life. The 4 C's are really important to 21st century learning, which I will go over later. And then the use of technology is, of course, important because technology is so important in the world that we live in today. So if we move on, what will the students learn in the classroom? So I'm going to really all of these things play into the 4 C's. The 4 C's are the really important part of this. So the 4 C's are communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. So communication and collaboration really go hand in hand with each other. Communication is the ability to effectively get across your thoughts and your ideas to other people, and also being able to listen effectively. I feel like that listening part is really important because it may not be hit as much as the getting your thoughts across part. But that really plays into collaboration, being able to effectively work with other people to achieve that common goal. Collaboration is something that everyone uses in their everyday lives every single day. So having those 2 pieces are incredibly important to succeed in the outside world. And then critical thinking is being able to use your resources to reason and to analyze the problem and make really an educated solution to that problem. So problem solving is really important to critical thinking. And then creativity is following a process to provide a quality product. So going through like brainstorming and refining your ideas, your thoughts, putting them into a quality product. So this also includes in things like group projects, being able to come together, communicate your ideas, refine an idea, come up with that product, and that's really the part of the creativity process. So global awareness, literacy throughout genres, technology skills, flexibility, really all of these things go hand in hand. So having global awareness is being able to understand other perspectives, understand what's going on in the world, and having literacy is really important to be able to have that global awareness. So things like health literacy, civic literacy, media literacy, financial literacy, all of these things will help students to be aware of things going on in the world, and being able to participate effectively in these goings on. I feel like information literacy and media literacy are very important, being able to access information, being able to figure out which information is trustworthy, where to get their information, things like that, which plays into technology skills as well. There are many other things that 21st century learning teaches us. These are just the main things and the main ideas that come across to me. So what about the traditional content? What about, everything that has been taught in schools for so long? content and curriculum is, of course, still taught. It's still important. 21st century learning really emphasizes the importance of all these other skills that students absolutely need to have. It provides a more stable foundation for students to be successful outside of our classroom instead of just coming out with the content knowledge that they're being tested on. And I think 21st century learning really benefits the student as a person because they're coming out as a more well-rounded student or a more well-rounded person as a whole, because they'll be able to know how to use their resources, know how to have that global awareness, know how to work with other people, more so than maybe students who did not have 21st century learning implemented while they were in school. So, application. In my classroom, I believe this is very important. It really affects the students' futures and their ability to know what's going on in the world, their ability to function in the world, know how to use social media, know how to find trustworthy sources, know how to work with people. This affects them in jobs. This will affect them in higher education opportunities. And it really boosts their awareness of things going on in the world. I think this is a little bit different than what I was taught. I think the foundations of the idea of 21st century learning were there a little bit, but I think it would have definitely helped me to succeed once I got out of school, or, elementary school, middle school, high school, if these things were really taught. In my classroom, I would like to incorporate all of these things into the curriculum. I think all of these things should be taught alongside curriculum and with curriculum. They can be taught separately, but really showing them how everything that I'm teaching them is going to help them succeed outside of the classroom, and making sure that they have that information will be important for their futures. So that is an overview of the 21st century learning. I hope this gives you a better idea of what it is and how it can be applied in the classroom.